Good morning, ladies, and welcome to our training on how to be successful utilizing camp fairs, ladies' expos, and trade shows. So we all know that a great way to explode our business is by actually holding demonstrations, whether they are demonstrations in someone's home or on Facebook or just social media in general. Another option is, of course, going out and doing craft fairs and expos and trade shows. The key, though, is to make sure that your time and money investment is being used wisely. So today I'm going to talk to you about several things about why you would do them and some things to do before you actually go to a trade show and what you would do to make your event the most successful it can be, including marketing pieces and your table setup, location, etc. So let's get started. First of all, I'm wearing a new color today for me. It's a little dark. I probably wouldn't normally wear this. It's Lexi Berry, 3 coats, and I've used Mauve Ice plus Silver Glitter Gloss. And I'm doing that to promote my fall colors. So just like we wear stripes on our hands, everything we do out in the public can be a way to share this amazing product, LipSense and other SeneGence products with our friends and family and the general public. So getting started, when you do anything that involves your time and money, you want to have measurable goals. And that's always key for me. If you've done a party with me, you know that I say to you, so tell me what your goals are for A, sales, B, bookings, 3, recruits, 4, future goals, right? So with your things for a trade show or a fair, what you want to look at is like 9 different things. How is it going to help you capture leads? That's one of the reasons why you would do it. You want to actually get your network to expand and have more leads. You want to see what your competition is doing and socially engage with your existing customers. You can also introduce your existing customers to new products, which is really key because most start with LipSense, but our tinted moisturizer is amazing, our pearlizer, our shadow scents, our blush scents, whatever you're passionate about, bring it with you and introduce people to it. You can expand your network, and you actually should be able to calculate measurable results from the show. So when prior to the show, if you had 400 clients and you go to the show, you should be able to come in and say, I connected with 85 new people today, 37 purchased, 22 booked shows, and 5 want to know about the business opportunity. You want to be able to track that. So that way you know for the next time you do a show which ones are successful and which ones aren't, because you will have a mixture of both for sure. You want to gather some great intel from both people that are at the show as well as the other vendors. It's amazing how you can speak with the other vendors and they will help you understand where to go, what helps your things sell. So if you're new to this, make sure you try and find some time to get to know your neighbors. Okay, now there's 6 secrets to marketing and selling more at your trade shows. First of all, number 1, of course, is to choose the correct show that meets your needs for your target audience. And also the pricing and the market affect which shows you'll choose. So for example, it might only cost $30 to go to a craft fair, but if everybody's coming to look for $5 products, they're not going to buy your stuff. So you want to make sure that you have a good balance of how much it costs as well as how much people will pay for your items. Now, you also want to make sure that you have a display that will draw your clients and into your particular area. And we'll get into that a little bit more. It will involve visibility, being creative and differentiating yourself. You're probably finding that people are learning about LipSense, so you want to know how to differentiate yourself. I can tell you right now, one of the biggest ways will be that people want to buy from successful people. So for example, if you have a LipSense person, distributor, who has a table with 5 or 6 colors and a few signs and a video going, or a person like, if you look behind me right now, fully stocked table, that shows success to them. You can't sell with an empty cart, right? So the most inventory you can get on the things you're most passionate about and having testers for people to try it, that's what will show people that you're a successful business person. Okay, so that's really critical. If you can't afford to have a lot of inventory to go, don't go. Wait until you can. Okay. Um, and I say that with all sincerity. Sure, you could go with pictures and graphics, but people want to see your product. They want to buy it there. Okay. And it's not just about the product. When you're engaging with people today, you'll see it everywhere. They're reaching out to you, telling us your story. Everybody wants to know the story. It's not the product, it's what the product can do for them, right? It's the benefit, not the product itself. So um, tell them how you got started in the company, or tell them your success. And if you haven't been around long enough to have a tremendous success story to touch them, tell them Joni's story or the company story or your friend's story, something that's going to engage them. And they have to be sincere stories. Everybody can fake, sense of fraud. Always be honest and sincere in your business, and it will grow. I can't tell you how important that is. Um, Loyalty. Offer new people loyalty opportunities, and I'll explain that a little bit more. So, engage with people first, sell second. All right? It's always key at a trade show or a fair. So, 5 things before you need to do before you go. First of all, goals, goals, goals. How much are you going to sell? How many people do you want to recruit? How many bookings would you like to get? Do you have any other goals? Set those out very clearly for yourself. Make sure that what you bring to the show can accomplish those goals. If you want to sell 100 lip scents for the day, or maybe you want to sell 500, you're not going to sell that many if you go with 5 collections, right? If you want to book parties, you need to have incentives to show people that they actually get discounts on their personal order when they book a show with you. And if you're wanting people to enjoy the business opportunity, you need to have something there to clearly show them how that works for them. So that would be some marketing materials, and we're going to talk about those in a moment. You want to research the trade show before you go. Find out what other people say about it and make sure that their objectives match your objectives so that you can actually come away with a successful investment of your time and money. Plan your budget. How much can you afford to spend? And where are you going to put that money? And also your location. You need to figure out, is it different costs for different spots? For example, ironically enough, a pathway to the washroom is a really great spot to be in. Believe me, you get a lot more traffic that way. You want to look at traffic flow, lighting, location. So you want to plan that before you plan the show. You want to have a display that's going to meet the audience at that particular show. You may not always have the same audiences at different trade shows or fairs or expos. And you want to advertise your participation in that particular show. And choose ones that match your objectives in your business. If you want to be considered a high quality independent representative for SeneGence, a company that's cutting edge and giving great results to women for not just lip color, but for skincare and cosmetics, you want to be at a show that has that kind of clientele who want to buy what you have to offer, okay? So just keep that in mind. Going to the show down the street that offers free and they've got everybody selling their used hockey cards is not necessarily the best place for you. Okay, so before you go, here's what you need to find out from your the place that you're actually going to do it. Where will you be located? Is there good lighting? Okay, you need good lighting. And if you put bling on your table, by the way, it catches the light. So ironically enough, little dollar store diamond things on your tables, really the glitter up does it. Again, I'll mention the washroom route. That really does help. The size of the trade show display table you'll have. You want to know, can you put up a sign behind you? Can you put up a stand? If you can put up a stand, then that would be awesome too. I don't know if I have that down. I do, so I won't go into that in detail. And anything else that you need to know. Are you near electrical outlets? Do you need water? Figure out what it is you need for the show you're doing and ask them, so the size of the table, how about tablecloths? Do you provide them? Electrical outlets? That's just that sort of stuff. So you want to know the basics, and who are you next to? See if you can figure that out, right, with them, because you want to be somewhere that you're going to have good exposure. So now it's time to go to your trade show. How are you going to get those people that are there? They're expecting 5,000 people, or it's a wedding show and they're expecting 100 people. And when they expect 100 brides and their family, then you have to give them a freebie in their bag. You want to make it count, right? You want it to be something in use. You want to get them to your table. You want to, and it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily need to be your product that gets them to your table. When I did one for my other business, Fancy Nancy Designs, and we actually had people, they hoarded towards our booth because we were offering food. and I had really great helpers. So, and nobody had ever seen. They were like, "What's Fancy Nancy?" They didn't understand that it was a company that created all occasion greeting cards, and we had, baby shower things and wedding things, and there was everything kind of on the one table, and it was at a family expo. So it actually got a write-up in our local paper because it was unusual. Nobody locally had another booth like it. So we're not going to be that unusual person for sure, because people use cosmetics. Now, here's how some of the ideas of how you can be successful. Number one, make your display table stand out. Don't use white and everything have white. Like, you can use a black tablecloth, you can use a blue tablecloth, you can use whatever color tablecloth you want. A runner would be nice. Whatever makes your table look great, make sure it's long enough to cover the front of the table. Okay, I would suggest that if you can afford it, to even have a banner that goes along the front of your table that you can pin on there, and that way it will cover your table so you can put your boxes and stuff behind it and under it and out of the way and keep your area cluttered, because a neat and showy booth is what people want to see. Okay, they don't want to see everything just piled on a table and you standing there. Okay, so a tablecloth and runner, however you want to stand out in your way, I would do that. A presentation board. Okay, so if they'll let you have an easel or a presentation board there off to the side of your table, do that, because you can get a nice sized sign printed at either a local printer or somewhere like Vistaprint very affordably, and you can promote a show special. So I do that every time that they offer it. I make sure that I put my easel up with a show special in a fair sized poster, like 2 feet by 3 feet, not a small one. That's usually what I go, 24 by 36. Okay, is there wall space behind you? Now, that can be utilized either for a sign or for some other way to get people there. I generally do a banner behind there. Like anything, repetition sells. It stays in their mind. So if you have a banner in the front of your table, a banner behind your table, all of that will work for you. I'm sorry, my camera just went light. Okay, so we're good. Okay, yes, you need to arrange your table properly. If you can see behind me here, and this is just a sample of how I've got it set up in my office for you right now. I have my binder off to the side, sitting there with a picture on it, but there's my nice lip sense testers in the front with stock behind them, with a sign that shows the current stock. Above it, I show it's different layers. So the tallest things to the back, the shortest to the front, but I have cosmetics up there. I have lip liner. I have shadow scents. I have our signature climate control and vitamin C, all of those serums up top that we're known for skincare. And then I have, you can't see all the rest of it, but I do have special glitter glosses up there. And then down here I have all of the gloss these are all testers here, so that people down here can use, they can see, oh, I want to try your foundation, or I want to try your tinted moisturizer or your concealer. Whatever you can bring for testers, bring them, but make it whatever look. Some people go with crate, some go with glass, some go with metal, whatever it works for you. You just need to make sure that your table looks clean and uncluttered and organized. So for example, when you go, give yourself as much time as they'll allow you to. Go in, if they say you can come in 3 hours before, go in 3 hours before. Set it up. When you put your products out, turn the labels so that everything looks the same. You'll notice all of my LipSense names are all facing in the same direction. It's like when you go to a store. When a store has all their shelves faced up really nice, the products, you want to shop from them because it looks clean and tidy. Make people want to shop from you, seeing that you take pride in your product. They know that you're going to service them because customer service is key. You can either go to Walmart, I shouldn't say that, that's okay. You can go to a store where customer service isn't great, or you can go to stores where you have excellent customer service. You want to be the excellent customer service, okay? And that will show in pride of display. As much as you can get it there and display it, okay? And there's lots of ways that you can try and have money enough to display inventory. Try and order 750 PV plus, or this month they're running a promotion where you actually get 50% off for only 300 PV. When you get 50% off, buy as much as you possibly can, investing that back into your business, and then sell it and invest back. Inventory developing is key. I probably have about $3,000 in inventory now. I'm been adding, and I'm really quite excited because I have a couple of large events coming up this month, and I want to make sure. My goal is to try and have 5 of everything. I'm not quite there for everything, but my goal is to have 5 of everything in stock, and I pay myself a little bit along the way. And once I get there, then I can make all the money in the world. So, video. Okay. You can use video or slideshow presentation. If you have a PowerPoint presentation and a clicker, I have a clicker, and somebody asks you a lot of questions, you can very quickly click to something that shows them what they're asking. Some people like to talk to you, and some people like a visual. So you don't want to have someone ask you a question, and all of a sudden you turn to your computer and start clicking. But you can direct them to say, well, this is how we do it. And if you'd like to see, you can check out this video right here. So you could have one of our wow videos going, or you can have an actual PowerPoint presentation that you've done yourself that you can feel free, whatever works for you. A slideshow running the entire time, a laptop hooked up to a TV screen. The wow video will bring people to the table, and they're going to come over, and guess what they're going to say? Oh my goodness, there's that LipSense stuff I've heard about. I've been dying to try that. Do you have testers? And then if you say, well, we have product for sale, but we do have a 100% guarantee if you'd like. I can show you the colors. That's not as good. They want to test the product. So now you have to make sure that you have all the right supplies there for testing, including hygiene items like disposable wands, pads for them to clean their lips, witch hazel, all that sort of thing. And I can give you a list of what you need to take with you to do that, but people want to demo, okay? Plain and simple. You will sell, I read an article, you will sell 2,000 times more products when you demo versus when you do not. So test what you can, because if somebody knows they have a 100% money back guarantee, they will ask for the guarantee if they do not like their color. And you have to exchange it. There's no problem with you exchanging it, but then you got to send it back to the company, and it's a bit of a pain. If you had a tester, you're going to make that ratio of the percentage of people asking for a return because they don't like their color much less. I've had 0 people, and I say it again, I've had 0 people return, and I think I've sold $8,000 worth of product in 9 weeks. So that'll tell you, okay? It's like testers are the way to go. I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you can't have testers, at least have some to put on their hand and then tell them that they can buy. And if there's a problem, then they can exchange. So I would go that route. Promote your booth socially online socially through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your platform is that you love. Make sure people know that you're going to be there. And if you do have testers, you can say, love my LipSense? How about our tinted moisturizer? What about Shadow Sense? Come on out to the blah, blah, blah expo, and we will have some on hand for you to test. They will come to try the product, okay? You want to have plenty of giveaways. Now, what are you going to give away? People give away business cards, magnets. Yeah, that's all great. Some will end up in the garbage. Some might end up on the fridge. My suggestion to you is be creative. Try and give them something that they will hold on to. And if it can't be in your giveaway, make sure something else is something that they'll have on hand. But oftentimes I do little tiny chocolate bars because everyone loves food and because I did party things, and we would put my company logo and everything on the little mini chocolate bars, but we would attach it to a bookmark. So that way they had the bookmark to keep after, because everybody likes to have a bookmark. So I do a bookmark up usually, but you can do anything you want to. And of course, we have our Glossy Gloss. So you can give them, it's only a quarter, you can give everybody a sample of Glossy Gloss. But if they're coming to your table and they're demoing your product and you're allowing them to try one color only on their lips, you're sending them away with a Glossy Gloss sample and a little tiny Q-tip anyway, right? So you can work that stuff out, but you want to have something that keeps you in the forefront of their mind later. And customer service, right? Okay. So how are you going to get them to the table? There's going to be gorgeous booths everywhere. Mary Kay is going to be there, and Alouette, and I don't know who else sells skincare or lipstick. But they're all going to be there. Well, what are you going to get them to yours? You're going to do something that's different. Maybe you're going to have a lip and sip. You're going to be offering a cold beverage or a hot beverage, something that they can come along, try the product, and sip. Or how about cupcakes and colors, right? Have cupcakes on hand. Let them try it. Biting into their cupcake, they're going to see, oh my goodness, it didn't get on my cupcake. Oh my goodness, it didn't come off my lips. Whatever works for you. Again, you could talk to somebody who's going to be at the show who offers a beverage. If it's isogenic, see if they're doing their energenics drink. Maybe you two can send clients back and forth. You do have to be careful with that though, because people have a limited budget, right? So if they go and spend $400 at someone else's table, even though they might have loved your product, they're out of money. So keep that in mind too. Don't partner with anybody that's too expensive because they can't afford to buy both. Not then anyway. Okay, offer gift certificates, not giveaways, like, get a free lip, da da da. No, $10 off your next order of blah, blah, blah. Or $5 off your next lip sense collection. Or $15 for referring a friend when you both purchase a lip collection. Whatever, you come up with a certificate. And again, try and brand everything so that it looks the same and it shows that you really are in business, right? Again, I said before, loyalty cards. I would look at doing something that you get them once, they buy your lip sense collection, give them a loyalty card and tell them for every 9 colors that they buy, their 10th color is free. Or you might want to do 4 and the 5th one is free. Whatever works for you. Or buy 5 lip colors, get a gloss free. Come up with a loyalty promotion that they will want to come back, and they'll have your contact information. They will hold on to that. How many loyalty cards do you have in your wallet or do you have on your phone, right? Show off your work. Are you a makeup artist? Do you have somebody who can come and actually apply makeup? Are you at a bridal show? Have a bride. Have a bridal feature look. This is what our bridal look is. We've used our foundation, our blush, our eyeshadow. Use the gifts that you have to make the difference. Okay. When you're at these events, sometimes people will hoard you. When you see that there's 2 people at a table somewhere, don't you ever notice how everybody wants to go there? It's like, why is everybody around that table? And they're all fighting. They're all like, what's she got? What's she got? Well, that's what you want your table to be like. So bring an assistant, or 2, or 3, or 4. For me personally, what I've liked to do in the past, and I've been involved in a fair number of trade shows and events, I like to bring my team. So if it's an MLM company and you have a team of people, invite your downline, okay? The downline, when you're all being successful there, when everybody's meeting with people and helping each other, right? You're all making money. And you will always make money with your downline, right? You can have your upline too, but if your upline is going, you want to make sure that whatever the benefits are that are coming through are being spread out in a way that it's evenly distributed for people, because it's amazing how this can become a real issue when you share at going to a craft show or a trade show. Avoid the whole problem. Start, if you have a downline, go with your downline. If you don't, and there's 3 or 4 of you that want to do it together, say, okay, here's what we're going to do. When we do our lead generation, everybody divides them up 3 ways, if there's 3 of you, right? Or whatever we sell today gets divided up between the 3 of us. Like, you have to make it equal. It can't be that the person who's most talkative, like me, who's out in front of the booth, that I get all the leads, because the other 2 are there as well. Once you make a decision to do an event with people, you must make sure that everybody feels that they're being properly compensated and walks away with it as being a successful event for all. That's really critical, especially within your teams. Okay, so for me, I generally like to do it where if it's me and I'm doing it and it's my downline, your upline should pay for it. Okay, so if it's a $300 show and 5 of you have come out to work the show, the upline generally stands in the background, not behind the table, but is the one who just converses with people. Doesn't really sell so much, but is more like the closer. Okay, so if I had 5 of my team out at an event, I would let you all approach people, and then when they needed assistance with anything, I would be there to help. And then everybody else, I give you the bookings, I give you the things. I'm happy to support your business growing it. Okay, so I'm not out there trying to have everybody fight for who's going to get this. Everybody takes their turn, talks to the people, and then your whole team grows. Okay, so that's how I do it. It's up to you, but that's the way that I do it in my business. Lead generation is really, really important. How do you do that? Okay, so you're out there and you have 100 brides coming through a bridal show, or maybe you got 250. You want every one of those 250 people to want your product, but they're maybe not all be able to buy it then, or whatever reason, but you want them to be a lead for your future. They might be running from the next table. Oh, I don't have time right now. Have a door prize, okay? Something that they're going to want to either drop their business card in or just fill out a little form. Here's my name, here's my information. Maybe 5 little questions that helps you understand what they might be looking at. And I can show you what I use for that. Actually, I'll put one in the back office here of Wonder Women, and you can use it if you want to. But it's a little survey. You say to them, hey, would you like to have a chance to win one of our LipSense collections, or whatever your door prize is? If you would, please take this little survey here, and we'll be happy to put your name in the draw. And so they do, and you just put the whole thing right in their little bowl, and then at the end of the show, while you're there live, you announce who the winner was. And if they're not in the show, at the show, you can contact them, or you could say you must still be at the show in order to be the winner. Either way, however you do it, you want to generate leads from this show. Okay, and then more than anything, the key to a successful trade show or a craft fair is, okay, now you got a beautiful table. You've got products they want. You're not behind the table, are you? No, you're out in front of the table so that you're welcoming to people. And you're not jumping up and right at them. You're like, as they come by, you say, would you be interested in learning about, or no, sorry, don't use that line. You just show them your table and say, hello, how are you? My name is Nancy, and I'm representing LipSense, the flagship product from the company SeneGence. Have you heard of our product? Engage them. Would you like to have a drink? We have blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you that if you'd like, that your lip color would not come off on your glass. Whatever you want to use for wording is up to you. But either way, I have a whole other thing on how to approach people, and just whatever works for you naturally. It's very important that you welcome people to your booth, that you're out front, you're not like attacking them, but you're there. Hi, how are you? Would you like to come and see what we are offering today? And or say, hey, we are offering an opportunity for you to win one of our products today. Would you like to take our survey? Anything, whatever you use to engage them, try that. So I hope all of these little tips help. And when we get to that point now where we've we've had a successful trade show. We're going to have 75 leads in new business. But what are you going to use for marketing materials? So I'm going to spend a few minutes on that. So marketing materials are things that you can give to people. And so while you're there, I actually forgot to mention that. Let me go back here a bit. So if you want any kind of an achievement that makes you significant or different, you want to show them. So did you win the sharing lips for being a SeneShare, sharing the opportunity with somebody in the first 30 days of your business? Wear it proudly if you did. I have these lips and I wear them when I do my demos. You want to show people that we provide them with, this is an older version, but SeneBlends. If you have this on hand, you can show people, okay, here's our products. Would you like to know about how our skincare works? Someone might pick it up, look through. Trust me, your competition will. And talk to them about the tinted, oh, I love this tinted moisturizer. So when they have it, have this on your table, right? You also will always have, and we're not even getting into things outside. This is the company providing this. You have your recruiting brochure, and on the back, your information. That's going backwards, I know. You have beauty books, and on the back, your information. Now, don't go nuts giving them out to everybody. Only to the people, when somebody comes along, if they want to have some information, that's great. These are costing you 50 cents. So if you have 500 people, no, are they costing us 50 cents? Yeah, they're costing us 50 cents. So if you have 500 people, that's going to be significant. Give these out to the people who express real interest. Maybe the ones who said that they would like to book a party. You should have hostess packets available right there and then. And in your hostess packet, you would have a copy of your recruiting, your beauty books. You would have invitations and a memory jogger for them. You would have a purchase order for them. So that way they leave and you have your calendar, your day timers there, right? So that way you can say, what day would you like? And you book their party right there and then. And you have a little basket where they can pick out what their booking. You have little things that they can draw a piece of paper that says, oh, you win a free lip color. Would you like to try? Oh, you want a free lip gloss at the party, not then, right? When they book, you have to go, and it has to be a qualified party. It has to have at least 3 guests and sales of $500 in order to win, okay? So you make sure you qualify everything so you're not giving away the all of your money, okay? The other thing, okay, so this is like, sorry, in the back office. See, look, it's an 11 by 17, and you can change that to be, it's quite self-explanatory. And while you're talking to someone and there's 5 other people there, they can see how to apply it, right? And they see the pricing. So this is actually right in our back office, and I print these up for, I think, $2. And any companies that I go see, I leave these with them and ask them if they would partner with me. So I bring that, and I make sure that that's visible. And then we even have, okay, this is the company's branding. It doesn't necessarily need to be your branding, okay? You might, I'm still working on all of my branding, actually. But the one thing that it does do is if you bring that with you, you can, if it's a big table, you have room to open this up for them, and they can see Joni right there. They'll give them something to read while they're waiting to talk to you. And within your distributor's kit, guess what you can say to them? Hey, are you interested in the business opportunity? This is what you'll get when you pay $55 for your annual membership. It's not just a membership. It includes this. And you can go right through and tell them that it has a USB and that there's online training and that they have recruiting and a beauty book and the best-selling news. And then they have these wonderful distributor handbook, right? The beauty book. You have the Acclaim. See right here? Sorry. And the distributor handbook right here. And the beauty guide. So the company is giving you, with the $55, not just an annual membership, but all the tools that you need to understand the products and to share them with others. So by having that on your table, that helps you understand. And of course, you can tell them about Joni's story. If anybody's interested in the business opportunity, you can tell them that you even get a copy of her book. So you would bring that to your table. So now you've got corporate information, you've got a poster, you have beauty books, how to apply, recruiting brochures, purchase orders, and now what else? You need to have something that's going to be on your wall, on your table, a roll-up sign. Well, however you can do it, there's some in the back office. SeneGence has their own. If you do want to make your own, you can do so. You just have to send it to compliance and they'll say yes or no, you can use it. That is very, very important. We are partners with this company and we want to make sure that we do things by the books, right? Rules are put in place for a reason. So, because I'm a graphic artist and I own a digital media company, I'm actually going to start developing products that they will tell me are compliant, and then I will have them available for purchase for people in Canada on Etsy or eBay, not eBay, but Etsy, or maybe even just I'll make up my own little site. But for you, my team, I will have those products available as well. And if you want custom things done through my company, for sure I can make those things through Profiles Digital Media. Again, you want to be professional in your image. So if you can have a roll-up sign, a show special, if you can have invitations done for your people who want to have a party, if you have materials for like your colors that you have available, if you have a sign that you stand at your trade, these are current colors available, which would you like, and then you kind of tweak it down. So any of those marketing materials that are available, flyers, door knockers, all those things, or door hangers, I can make rack cards, business cards, loyalty cards. So that's where in our team we have that great benefit. So I'm happy to share that expertise and that opportunity to you as part of my team. So if you have any questions, let me know. But the key to a successful trade show, as you can see, or a craft fair, is plan, research, arrive as early as you can, set up the best table that you can, treat the customers with customer service like they've never experienced, demonstrate your products for them, make sure that you get information from them. Did you notice I didn't even talk about a business card? You can give them your business card, but you want their information. So lead generation, their information, and try and make sure that you have a way to encourage people who want to know about the booking opportunities and the business opportunities, and find a way to have measurable results. So before you go, know what your goals are. After you come out, figure out what actually the results were. And the key to the successful trade show is follow up. Follow up. Follow up. Have a great day, ladies. Talk to you soon.